The story of Bulgarian Americans begins, of course, in the land of their ancestors. Once home to the ancient Thracians, today's Republic of Bulgaria lies in the heart of southeastern Europe. Bordered by Romania, Serbia, the Republic of Macedonia, Greece, and Turkey, it's a country full of contrasts. In a short distance, the warm Black Sea coast rises to meet the jagged peaks of the Balkan Mountains. In the capital, Sofia, residents live among office towers and cathedrals, while in the country, villagers carefully preserve age-old traditions. The majority of the people in Bulgaria speak Bulgarian, a Slavic language, and are Orthodox Christians. Muslims, Jews, and members of other faiths have also enjoyed a long and harmonious history there. In the United States, Bulgarian Americans hold on to their distinct heritage. Proud to be Americans, many say they are equally proud of their Bulgarian roots. Ambassador Dr. Nikolai Milkov heads the Bulgarian Consulate General in New York City. His office provides cultural services and support to Bulgarian Americans in at least 9 states. Ambassador Milkov explains how Bulgarians first came to the U.S.
I could define 2 main periods of Bulgarian migration to the United States. First, it was the period starting in the beginning of the 19th century and ending to the Second World War. Some of them leave the turmoil of the Balkans. You know our common history there, many wars, many problems in the past, and difficulties for having dignity of life from time to time in some historical periods.
The late 19th and early 20th centuries were a stormy period in Bulgarian history. During this time, a series of European wars and internal conflicts drove large numbers of Bulgarians to the United States. The second wave of migration came decades later, when the communist rule in Bulgaria began to crumble.
In the end of the 80s and the beginning of the 90s, it was a huge second wave of Bulgarian migration to the United States. The people that have been stopped previously to travel at all outside of Bulgaria try to find also some better opportunities for them and their families. And here in the United States, they found such opportunities.
Recently, most immigrants from Bulgaria have been young, qualified professionals eager to make a new start. The Yanchev family, now of Brooklyn, New York, came to the U.S. more than 7 years ago. Thinking back, Mrs. Dimitrinka Yanchev says their journey to America began with a dream.
The first impression of the American dream was the American movies. And at that time, probably American dream is like having a house with 2 cars in front and a family get together for all the holidays and all the occasions that they're having, and having a happy family, having a great time.
Adjusting to life in the U.S. was tough at first, but Mrs. Yanchev says her family is happy with the lifestyle and opportunities they now enjoy. She and her husband, Christopher Yanchev, a landscape architect, work and raise their son, Stephen, together with the help of Dimitrinka's mother, Todorka Kostova. Active members of the Bulgarian community, the Yanchevs keep to the values and customs of their people, especially on holidays. In their careers, they're like many Bulgarian Americans who have found success across the country.
In some areas, for instance, Seattle, they are involved, or Los Angeles, they are involved mostly in high-tech industries. In Boston and in New York, they are involved in financial sector. We have also many people dealing with different arts here in New York City area, mainly musicians, but as well as dancers, singers and painters as well.
According to Ambassador Milkov, large-scale migration to the U.S. has now ended. On January 1, 2007, the Republic of Bulgaria officially joined the European Union. Many Bulgarians living abroad are returning home. In the United States, the Bulgarian-American population numbers at least 200,000. Many of them are immigrants who say the benefits of living in America outweigh the challenges.